Crypto Kids, I just placed $100,000 worth of limit long positions in Bitcoin to the downside because I want to try and catch every single dip that Bitcoin does from today and onwards. Why? We smashed through many resistances. We have recovered from being very bearish to bullish on multiple different indicators that suggest the bull market is beginning. And this is why I want to buy up all the Bitcoin physically possible in my personal capital capacity with every drop that we may face. And actually, a drop could come in right over here. There are a few reasons. I've got my targets, I've got the levels you need to keep your eyes on. Watch until the end. I highly believe that you're going to enjoy this video. Tonight is PC data. This afternoon is PC data. I'll be making a video number 2 to cover what went down with PCE inflation, the Fed's preferred metric for um, assessing where monetary policy should be. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and destroy the like button if you can to not miss out on our PCE video upload. Okay, let's kick things off with short-term Bitcoin prices. I made a very quick post on the Crypto Kids Telegram stating the following. If Bitcoin is below the EMA ribbons and it can't push through, then the likelihood of correcting into the 76,000 territory becomes my probable scenario. And at that place, you complete a Bart Simpson pattern, which has not been completed as of now. So a confirmation of lower prices to me will come in at a $76,000 Bitcoin. How likely is that? It is more likelier than not. Bearish divergence on the 1 hourly, bearish divergence on the 4 hourly, and bearish divergence on the daily time frames. This is significant. Alongside just the divergences, the RSI hit the most overbought territory since March of 2024 when Bitcoin had rallied into $74,000 and had a massive dump the following month after, which is why I want to be prepared. Many indicators flip from calling a bear market into the early signs of producing a bull market, such as CryptoQuant's Bitcoin bull market cycle indicator. Volume is going from being bearish into bullish. Entrants are coming back in, but it doesn't take away from the fact that 50 simple moving average is right above us. We've got on the monthly multi-cycle resistance that we used to long Bitcoin at the breakouts, long Bitcoin at the retest. Tell my community that I feel as though that 82 is going to be a peak and that we drop to take out the February capitulation in the month of June. This has been a resistance line, a support line that followed through unbelievably well, and it's all compiled right above us between $81,500, the high from the weekend, or in fact from Monday, Tuesday, and obviously the highs from May of 2026. So here is the deal. If Bitcoin goes above that wick, then in my eyes, we will go to 82.7 to try and attempt breaking above and producing a higher high to keep the trend bullish or make the trend macro bullish. May taken out means the bull market, in my books, gets confirmed 100%. The trend is your friend until the very end, and nothing is more supreme than trend analysis. So at that point, if we breach it and you do make a higher high, amazing bull market for me will be confirmed. You will get a lower high in some point and in some way, shape, or form, which is the reason for the existence of my Bitcoin longs totaling $200,000 in exposure. Whether this exposure will begin with a drop more recently, with our 15-minute time frame annoyances, or a drop that will come in post a break and reaching of the mid 80s to early $80,000 levels. I want a $76,000 Bitcoin to reaffirm my bias of a recent immediate correction. But if we can't do that and instead we push through $81,000, then I can anticipate higher 80s before a eventual correction. And that, guys and girls, is my update video for today. The 50 simple moving average very critical. In fact, the 54 simple moving average more so important. You may know during the entry from bull into bear markets, we highlighted at the break that whenever Bitcoin goes below this line, the bull market had always ended and the bear market had always begun. The same is true for the inverse. If Bitcoin breaches, then it will kickstart the bull market with 100% guarantee, no ifs and buts about it, especially if that breakout takes your May high. In December, not December, but in January, February of 2023, Bitcoin struggled at the 50 simple moving average. It got to its W neckline, got rejected, then rallied. We have a W, we're at the 50 simple moving average. Shouldn't be an easy one to break, but when it's gone, oh boy, not much looking back after that. So I'm in current long exposures. I've accumulated a lot of spots. I want to have further long exposures into Bitcoin, which is why I aim to limit long from the levels of 75,579, 74,247, 72,589, 72,905, 69,145, 66,535, 62,747, 68,78, and 58,206. These are going to be my limit orders, and they come from price-based and other factorials of support from where we are to the low in June. And it's cool on Bybit, you can go to your futures, traditional futures trading area, and then after limits market, when you click the toggle down menu, in scaled order, you can give a price range where you can add different weighted amounts of BTC to jump in at different prices. It will produce an average entry. You can use leverage, and this way you create multiple limit longs to dollar cost average in, or do the same with shorting Bitcoin or any other asset. I find it to be superb. If you want to check out Bybit, go to Crypto Kids, and there's going to be a link in the description down below where you can get phenomenal bonuses by signing up with the Bybits link in the description, or you can check out Weeks to also trade Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. That's a wrap. That is a wrap. Tonight's PC inflation and a few more different data sets to go through. I would highly recommend watching tonight's video, but in the meantime, the short-term price action is all that I felt is that you need to know, and tonight we can cover more macroeconomical topics. Thank you, take care, and as always, guys, bye bye.